If you're new around here, you may not know that I am kind of a stress ball. I feel like anybody around Christmas has anxiety, or maybe just in the year 2020 has some level of like sustained anxiety. But when you already have anxiety, it just seems to be worse. And I've been very open about that. So I have people asking me all the time, what are some things that you can do to manage your anxiety? And there's a number of different things that I do. One of them is meeting with a therapist virtually. I also am on a medication called Zoloft, which helps a lot. It's like the only one I think that is safe for breastfeeding as far as I know. So that's the one I'm on. I think I will switch to maybe a different medication once I'm done nursing Eloise. My sleep is really affected by my anxiety. I just have a hard time falling asleep. And so I always preach having a bedtime routine of just a few different things that you do kind of in the same order leading up to bedtime. And that can help a lot. In my bedtime routine, I've added a couple of things. Magnesium powder is something that you can add to any drink, and that can just help kind of calm your body down and get into a relaxed sleeping mode. I've also talked about Teami for over a year now, and they have a relaxed tea. It has lavender flower and chamomile, orange peel, peppermint. It's just like a very relaxing, holistic way of kind of calming your body down. I love that it's just like a loose leaf tea, so you can add however much you want. I have the Teami tumbler, and you literally just put the leaves in, add hot water, and then I'll show you. Then it has this strainer in the top, so you just put your lid on, and then you can open it and drink, and you're not gonna get leaves in your mouth. If I want it in like a glass or a mug, then I put the leaves inside here and then dip this into hot water just like you would a tea bag. But I like that you can adjust the amount that you have in there. And this is something that I don't just drink before bed. Right now, we just got the kids down for a nap. It's 1:24 p.m. and I'm gonna have some of this just because I'm feeling anxious. And I know other people can relate to that, so I just wanna share things that have helped me. Teami is always amazing and gives our subscribers a discount code for 20% off. So you can use code BR20. There's a link in the description box that'll take you right to their website with that discount applied, and you'll get 20% off your entire order. So like if you want the tea and the tumbler, then you can get 20% off both of those things with that code, which is amazing. With the new year right around the corner, a lot of people are going to be trying to like implement good, healthy, you know, lifestyle changes and trying to make themselves more zen and less stressed. And this would be a good thing to add into your nighttime routine or just part of your day. So check out the product, and thank you to Teami for sponsoring today's video. It is Sunday afternoon, just got up from naps. We're getting ready to do a Christmas craft that I picked up a long time ago, and went ahead and pulled it out so that we can work on that while watching. What are we watching?
Countdown to Christmas.
Have you guys ever seen this before? I don't think you have. We just about had a code blue, if that's what that means at Christmas time. I had pulled out their gifts to kind of look at and like figure out what I needed to do with them. I don't know why this bathroom light or bathroom fan is on. So we just got a few gifts in the mail yesterday, and one of the things is this bed here, and I'm planning on painting it. We also have this train set for Bear, and so while the kids were taking a nap, I went ahead and pulled them out for one because I showed them to my mom. And I think actually she volunteered to do this, but she's gonna make a little quilt and pillow to put, like, that fits that bed. And then just checking on them. And then Lyndle has a Cuddle and Kind doll coming for Christmas. And Bear, I think I'm going to maybe repaint the train table and just make it look a little bit different and more like a train table. And maybe take the sides off so it's a little easier to go around the whole side of it. So I'll show you. There's a mess in here. That's the table that I'm thinking about using. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take all of the sides off and let that be his train table. So anyways, I had all of that out, just kind of like figuring out what I wanted to do, and then time got away from me. They woke up from their naps, and I brought them I got them up and we all walked out here together and they saw those items sitting out on our chest in the living room and we're like, oh my gosh. So at least I know we're gonna get a reaction at Christmas time. However, I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to be painting this pink with some design on it, and that obviously is not put together. So that's gonna look completely different. That's gonna look pink, plus it's gonna have a little blanket and a pillow and a baby doll in it. So I'm not too worried about it, but if it was one more year later, that could have been a catastrophe, and I feel like I would have just had to let them have these and then started from scratch for their like big gift for Christmas this year. Oh my gosh, let me know if that's ever happened to you where you like accidentally, whoops, that was terrible. A terrible idea to turn that light off just then. If that's ever happened to you where they either found their presents or you accidentally left them out or something like that. Oh goodness. But we're gonna do this craft here. Daddy's home! Brad had drill this weekend and there's supposed to be some bad weather. He's out there waving. There's supposed to be some bad weather this weekend, so they let them out a little bit early from drill, which is great because I think we're gonna do some fun things tonight with the kids. And I don't think the bad weather is gonna be around here. I think it's down towards Springfield where he drills. So he got to come home early, but I'll let him tell you. I think he had a bit of a hiccup in his day, so I'll let him tell you about that. Okay guys, let's get you this way. Now, here Lyndle, hold this. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to do the ornament with Charlie Brown on. Okay, so what we want to do is fill up the inside of this with all of these things. I'd probably recommend putting some snow in first. Go, baby.
I can put some snow in.
Okay, I'm going to cut a little hole. Okay?
Yeah.
And then it's going to come out of that little hole there.
And the twist.
Good job, Lyndle. Yeah, it might spill, so we gotta be so careful. Okay, there. You see that little hole? It'll pour out. Okay. We'll get the vacuum to be on standby, right? So we can clean up our mess when we're done. Make sure to try to keep it in there as much as possible, okay? Try not to spill. Hey!
Wanna be close to you.
I went out to lunch at Reserve down in Springfield, which is about an hour and 40-minute drive from here. I go out to lunch and the car won't start. It was doing this like weird thing where like all the lights on the dash came on and it wouldn't start, and it was giving me some weird like code about it not being in park. Yeah. And so, and then like everything shuts off and it makes some weird noise. So I hopped on YouTube and like, 2010 Prius won't start, and then like gave it the symptoms, and the exact video came up, and the guy just had to replace his battery. I get it jump started, get it started, go to AutoZone, they test the battery, they're like technically we're not supposed to test hybrid batteries, but we'll go ahead and do it. And he's like, you got this battery at O'Reilly's, I would go there. I'm like, oh great. But luckily O'Reilly's was only like a block away. So I get to O'Reilly's, the same thing, they test it, and he's like, nah, the battery's still good. He's like, must be your alternator. Well, a Prius hybrid, any hybrid, doesn't have an alternator. It has like an inverter, and so I'm worried we might have to replace that. But like some 2010 Prius hybrids have a recall on the inverter, so
Ooh,
yeah, I know.
nice.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like a $2,000 repair.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
That's like the
But-
entire value of the vehicle.
Exactly. But there's also a recall, like on the wiring of the front headlights. It's noticeably different. The passenger side and the driver's side, the brightness of the headlights are noticeably different.
Hang on a second.
And so there's a recall on the wiring of the headlights as well. So hopefully we can get both of those fixed at the Toyota dealership. It just stinks because the closest dealership's an hour away, so we're not gonna have a car in. We have to go an hour to go to the dealership.
All right, time to put the ornaments on the tree. They picked this tree. This has been an interesting year. I'm glad I'm not feeling OCD right now because we have like a weird arrangement. And then it'll be right where you guys can see it and play with it. Should we write your names on them so we know which ones, whose is whose?
No, I want to write an L on mine.
You want to write an L on it? Okay, let's do it. Come on over here, guys. I vividly remember in 4th grade making a Christmas ornament like this, except that we just colored on it. We didn't fill it with stuff. And we had it on our tree for years, and the date was 12/23, whatever, 93, whatever year that would have been. No, it would have been,
flood year?
No, it wouldn't have been 93. It wasn't the flood year. It was probably 95 or 96. And yes, you want to try to draw the L yourself? Okay, be careful because that's a permanent marker. But I remember thinking I was probably so...
That's not an L.
Do you need me to help you draw an L?
Yeah.
You were so proud of it?
I always looked at it and thought I probably was so excited because it was 2 days before Christmas.
What?
Oh, that looks good. I love it. It kind of...
That's not an L.
Do you want me to help you draw an L?
Yeah, you can hold the marker, and then I can help you.
Okay, you hold the ornament. Okay, that was really awkward. I'm trying to get this.
What?
Put the L right there, right here. Okay, do you want to help me hold it while we draw it? So you
I saw them.
so you
Good
just do
job,
a
buddy.
line down
How many
and
L's
then
did you
one
say?
across like that. That's an L.
100?
Oops.
I want a small L.
Had our first drop of the season.
Brad's like, shake it. And she's like going to town on it and you were encouraging it. And then of course.
Okay, keep going, Lyndle. Yep, that happens.
Yep,
Good job, Lyndle. Luckily, they like to vacuum now.
I know. We have
And
a
cook.
over by the table that Mary
Do you like to cook? Yeah, good.